Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight is Homecoming 2013. We'd like to introduce the Homecoming court at this time. We'd like to introduce, first of all, Rachel Band, escorted by Michael and Sherry Band. Rachel has participated in soccer for 3 years and is also a wrestling statistician. Rachel's hobbies include shopping, running, and hanging out with her friends. She plans to attend Kent State and pursue a degree in math or Rachel's business. Rachel's most memorable experience was mentor winning the state championship in boys basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Rachel Band. Jesse Bean. He has participated in orchestra, cross country, and track and field. Jesse's hobbies include watching 80s movies and playing the ukulele. Jesse plans to become an occupational therapist. Jesse's most memorable experience is being part of the amazing cross-country team. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jessie Bean. Miss Leah Casal, escorted by Jeff and Manal. Leah has participated in volleyball and is a member of the National Honor Society. Leah's hobbies include spending time with her friends and family and playing pillow with her volleyball girls. Leah plans to attend Bowling Green State University to study physical therapy and sports medicine. Leah's most memorable experience is being part of the volleyball team and watching the football team beat St. Nations last year. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Leah Casal. Miss Allie Collingwood, escorted by Jean and Ken. Allie has participated in Mentor Theater, Tri-M Honor Society, Concert Mixed Choir, and Top 25 Show Choir. Allie's hobbies include musical theater, singing loud around her house to annoy her brothers, running and snuggling with her cat, Fiona. Allie plans to major in musical theater and hopes to appear in Broadway. Her most memorable experience is the close relationship she has made through Mentor Theater and a major shout out to her Parrot sisters. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Allie Collingwood. Miss Gabriella Drago, escorted by Robert and Jacqueline Drago. Gabriella has participated in numerous choirs, including both local and state. She has been in theater for the past 2 years and is also a member of the National Honor Society and PSAO student. Gabriella's hobbies include singing, writing music, and playing the guitar and piano. Gabriella plans to attend Baldwin Laws and major in music therapy. This will allow her to help others who have disabilities and challenges like her. Gabriella's most memorable experience is hard for her to pick out. Because of her disability, she considers all the opportunities she has encountered with making her the person she is today. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gabriella Drago. Miss Emily Elkins. She's escorted by Debbie and Kevin Elkins. Emily has participated in soccer, basketball, cheerleading, track, and choir. Emily's hobbies include hanging out with her friends and family, playing sports, and eating. Emily plans to attend college and pursue a career as a teacher. Emily's most memorable experience is cheering for the basketball team at the state tournament and playing on the soccer team. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Emily Elkins. Miss Michaela Gabrielle. She's being escorted by Kim and Jay Gabrielle. Michaela has participated in freshman basketball, football, cheerleading, indoor track, and track and field. Michaela's hobbies include hanging out with her friends, spending time with her family, and shopping. Michaela plans to attend Kent State University and pursue a degree in Bachelor's of Science in Nursing. Michaela's most memorable experience is making it to regionals in football last year. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Michaela Gabrielle. Miss Caitlin Horn, escorted by Harold and Carol Horn. Caitlin has participated in the Improv Club, Science Olympiad, Senior Class Vice President, National Honor Society, Theater, and Fighting Cardinal Marching Band. Caitlin's hobbies include reading, the internet, going out to eat, and procrastinating about her homework. Caitlin plans to attend college and pursue a degree in engineering. Caitlin's most memorable experience is receiving a superior rating with the Fighting Cardinals Marching Band at last year's state competition. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Caitlin Horn. Miss Amy Sen. Amy has participated in the sparkle cheerleading and basketball cheerleading. Amy's hobbies include eating ice cream, being with her grandparents, and hanging out with her friends. Amy plans to pursue a career in nursing and becoming a pediatric nurse. Amy's most memorable experience is cheering for the boys basketball team at the state tournament. Amy is being escorted by John and Kim Sen. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Amy Sen. Miss Caitlin Zaganovich. Caitlin is being escorted by Kathy and Tom Zadanovich. Caitlin has participated in Varsity Basketball Yearbook Committee and volunteers at the basketball camps for kids. Caitlin's hobbies include spending time with her friends and family. Caitlin plans to attend Ohio University and pursue a career as a physical therapist. Caitlin's most memorable experience is playing in the regional girls basketball game. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Caitlin Zadanovich. Let's have a big hand first of all for the homecoming court 2013 at Hunter High School. And now, for the announcement, the 2013 homecoming queen of Mentor High School is Gabriella Drago. The crown will be presented by Mentor's 2012 homecoming queen, the kickoff, and the flowers are being presented by youth club principal Mr. Chuck. We're waiting over the homecoming dance tomorrow night at the high school. Let's have a big hand for Queen Gabriella Drago.
Welcome to MHS Cardinals football. This is Pete Stark from Cardinal TV. Have an exciting matchup this evening. The 4-1 Shaker Heights Red Raiders visiting the 4-1 MHS Cardinals. Looking forward to a real exciting matchup this evening. Over the course of 2 weeks, October the 4th and then the next week, October the 11th, they're going to be honoring these players, coaches, and teams for their efforts when they played here and coached here for the MHS Cardinals. Dick Crum, who had a record of 59-1 from 1963 to 1968, Dr. Lee Tressel, who was 44-9 from 1950 to 1955, are going to be honored in the coaches section. The players, Dan Rychak, Rick Galboats, Paul Rychak, Don Martin, Tom Barnt, Bob Hallen, Bart Tansky, and Mitch Trubisky are going to be honored with painted replica jerseys in the players section. And then also 6 teams that made the Ring of Honor, including 1955 team, 1968, 2003, 2006, 2007, and last year's 2012 state semifinalists. Getting set to begin the game here. Mentor's preparing to kick. Number 39, Mike Music, the senior, getting lined up. Ball set at the Cardinal 40-yard line. Let's get ready to go here. Mike Music with the kick. And it's back into the end zone for a touchback. Tough foe this evening once again for the MHS Cardinals, the Shaker Heights Red Raiders. Led by 6 Division I college recruits on the defensive side. Standout 6'5" defensive end Joe Henderson is headed to Tennessee. The Red Raiders are quarterbacked by Brian Jones, the senior. And also on offense, running back Ramsey Owens. Going to be a couple to watch out for as we play this evening. Shaker lines up, 1 receiver on the near side, 2 on the top side. In the shotgun position, running the spread offense. They hand off the ball straight up the middle for a short gain. Going to bring up second down for the Shaker Red Raiders. Shaker Red Raiders once again bring a 4-1 record. Started the season undefeated, 4-0, winning their first 4 games before last week suffering a loss to the Stowe Bulldogs, preparing for second down. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side in shotgun position. Another handoff straight up the middle. Stopped by the Cardinals. Short gain once again. Number 32, the running back Ramsey Owens. The senior running back, 6'2", 185 for the Red Raiders. Bringing up a third down. 3rd and long, 3rd and 7, we'll call it. Shaker's lining up. Once again in the spread offense. Quarterback number 8, Brian Jones, the senior quarterback. Takes the handoff. He's looking for the pass. Has a receiver. Incomplete. Incomplete pass. 3 and out for the Shaker Red Raiders. Going to be punting the ball to the Mentor Cardinals. Good start on defense for the Mentor Cardinals. As they line up. Mentor lining up to receive the kick at their own 40-yard line. 4th and 7. And here comes the punt. It's a short one, right in midfield, and they're going to let the ball drop. Takes a bit of a Shaker bounce, but up to the 46-yard line on the Cardinals side of the ball. Cardinals looking to have good field position to start the game here. 1st and 10. Connor Krasanzik coming off a couple strong weeks. 3 weeks in a row on the road for the Mentor Cardinals. 3 victories. Beginning of the season, Connor Krasanzik struggled a little bit with some arm problems. He was splitting time at quarterback between himself and number 3, Matt Eisworth. But over the past 3 weeks, Connor's taken over the primary duties of the quarterback position. Mentor in the spread offensive set as well. From the shotgun, Connor Krasanzik finds a receiver at midfield for a nice gain. About a 6-yard gain. Number 40, Eddie Doherty on the reception for the Cardinals. Connor Krasanzik and Eddie Doherty becoming a pretty familiar combination. Connor Krasanzik throws the ball. Number 8, caught it. Corey Plavkin running forward for the first down for the Cardinals. And we'll call it a 1st and 10 for the Mentor Cardinals. 10:44 remaining in the first quarter. Connor Krasanzik's going to take it straight up the middle for a short gain of 3 to 4 yards. Nice run up the middle for Connor Krasanzik. Shaker coach Jarvis Gibson in his 3rd year leading the Red Raiders. Red Raiders ended last season with an 8-2 record and off to another strong start this year. Shotgun position. Connor Krasanzik finds Corey Plavkin, number 8. On the near side for a short gain. Cardinals running their fast break offense here, the spread formation. Bringing it back up quick. Going to be a 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals. And here we go. 16 seconds on the play clock. Connor Krasanzik getting the signal for the play. One receiver at the top end, and he's going to run the ball. He's looking up the middle, and he's going to be close. Looks like he's got it for a short gain up the middle, and a quarterback keeper. Once again, an exciting night this evening. Homecoming here for the Mentor High School, and then also, too, the inaugural Ring of Honor coming into play over the course of this weekend as well as next weekend. It's going to be a timeout. They're going to measure it. We're very close to a first down, but they're going to bring out the chains. An early October Friday. Hot, humid evening here at the JTO. Pretty good crowd on hand from both sides, especially on the Mentor contingent here waiting to cheer on their team. It's been a month since they've been last here at home. Started off the season with a victory over the Erie McDowell Trojans, followed that by a loss. Disappointing loss to the hands of the St. Ignatius Wildcats the following week, and in the last 3 weeks on the road. So it's good to be back home for the Mentor Cardinals. Looks like they're going to call it 4th and short, just shy of the first down for the Mentor Cardinals. As the Cardinals lining up to go for it. Ball positioned on the 33-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field. Connor Krasanzik at the quarterback spot. One receiver on the near side, 2 on the top side. And here we go. He's going to keep it. And he may have been stopped short of the first. We'll wait to see where the ball is spotted. Number 56 for the Red Raiders on the stop, Isaiah Sharp. And he's signaling he got it. The 1st and 10 for the Menor Cardinals. Connor Krasancic on the first down. Cardinals on the move. 31-yard line of the Red Raiders. 8:40 remaining in the first quarter. Connor Krasancic looking to his left side. He's got a receiver for the catch, and he's got a short gain who's making it into something. Breaking free. Number 40, Eddie Doherty. Nice reception and run after the catch. Another first down for the Menor Cardinals. Bringing the ball close to the 20-yard line of the Red Raiders.
First and 10 Cardinals on the 19.
Cardinals lining up. Once again with the no huddle. Lining up one receiver on the near side. This shotgun. And here he goes, another keeper straight up the middle. He's got some running room. The 10, 5, in there for touchdown. Cardinals. Connor Krasancic on the quarterback keeper, straight in there for the score. Cardinals take a 6-0 lead with 8:12 remaining in the first quarter. An impressive first drive by the Menor Cardinals as they roll into the end zone. Connor Krasancic on the quarterback keeper, straight ahead for the score. Mike Music coming on to attempt the extra point. Nice drive for the Menor Cardinals. And they set up. Mike Music with the kick. Extra point is up, and it's good. Cardinals take a 7-0 lead over the Red Raiders out of Shaker Heights. An impressive first drive. Nice mix of passing and running by Connor Krasancic leading the Menor troops. Nice start. Last week at Brush against the Arcs, Cardinals were off to a slow start and had to come back from an early deficit to have the 62-43 victory over the Brush Arcs. Good to see them get out on the scoring side of the coin early this week, taking the lead. 7-0 Cardinals over the Red Raiders. These two teams have not met in a couple years. Pretty familiar from the basketball side of the coin. Last year in basketball, Shaker Heights ended up topping the Cardinals twice in the regular season. The Cardinals got sweet revenge at the end of the season. Got them in the playoffs and dominated the Red Raiders in the regional championship game at Cleveland State. And we all know from there the Cardinals advanced on to the state finals and the championship for the states. The Red Raiders ran the ball out close to the 25-yard line. 8:05 remaining in the first quarter. Shaker Heights has the ball. Shaker Heights once again led on offense by the senior quarterback, Brian Jones. Also on offense, standout wide receiver Odell Spencer, number 1. And also running back 32, Ramses Owens, the senior running back. Couple to watch for on offense. Red Raiders as well in the spread offense. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Brian Jones setting the play. Receiver goes in motion. Number 1, Odell Spencer. 5 seconds remaining on the play clock. The Red Raiders hand off the ball. And the Cardinals ready right away for the stop. And they stuff them back inside the 20-yard line. Well read by the Cardinals defense. They read that play all along, met the running back and brought him down by a host of Cardinal defenders. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and long for the Red Raiders out of Shaker. 2 receivers on the top side, 1 on the near side. Brian Jones, number 8, getting set for the play. Barking out orders to his receivers here. In the shotgun set. Brian Jones gets the snap. And he fakes the handoff. He's going to run it himself. But again, read well by the Cardinals defense, bringing him back down to the 15-yard line. Going to keep it in a long yardage situation. This time a 3rd and long. Couple nice defensive plays for the Cardinals as we creep up on 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. 7-0 Cardinals over the Shaker Red Raiders. Both teams come in with the identical 4-1 record on this critical matchup that could shape a lot of what's coming to play for the playoffs this year. The lefty quarterback looks on the top side. He's got a receiver, but he's going to be stopped, taken out of bounds, well short of the first down. He's going to bring out the punting unit once again for the Red Raiders. Nice defensive stand for the Cardinals out of Menor. Really a tough squad out of Shaker here. Off to a strong start. Started out the season undefeated 4-0 till their first loss of the season last week to the Shaker Bulldogs. Shaker been averaging quite a bit of points this season up until last week. It was a 14-6 loss that they suffered. 3 weeks prior to that, they had shutouts on the defensive side for the Red Raiders. As the Cardinals get the ball about the 47-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field for a short return. 6:37 remaining in the first quarter. The Cardinals set to go back on offense with a 7-0 lead over the Shaker Red Raiders. Homecoming night here at the JTO. Good crowd on hand on this hot, humid early October, Friday evening here. Critical matchup with two top teams in the northeastern Ohio area. Connor Krasanzik, the shotgun set, 3 receivers on the near side. 2 on the top side, one's going in motion to the near side. The snap, he's looking to the top side, he's got a receiver. Number 1, Brandon Fritz with the catch. Straight ahead for the first down for the Menor Cardinals. 6:30 remaining in the first quarter. Cardinals on the move on the Red Raiders side of the field. No huddle offense. Once again, 3 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. Connor Krasanzik set, shotgun, receiver in motion. He's handing the ball off. He's got a blocker for a short gain, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Eddie Doherty, number 40. He's going to bring up a second down situation for the Menor Cardinals. Once again, in the quick, fast break, no huddle offense. Cardinals lining up. Number 8, Corey Plavkin lines up on the near side, flanked by 3 receivers on the top side. Connor Krasanzik rolling to the top side of the field. He's got a couple receivers he's looking for. Incomplete pass. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for the Menor Cardinals. Eddie Doherty was the intended receiver, number 40 for the Cardinals. 6:14 remaining in the first quarter. Cardinals looked unstoppable in that first drive of the game. 3rd and long here. Connor Krasanzik looking for the call from the bench. Coach Trevisano getting the troops set and running. Here we go. 3 receivers on the top side, 1 on the south side, on the low side. Connor Krasanzik looking down the field. He's got a receiver and he's breaking free. The 10, the 5, touchdown Cardinals. Number 8, Corey Plavkin. It looked like Connor Krasanzik may not have had anybody open. He's seen number 8, Corey Plavkin, breaking towards the end zone, and he caught him for a nice connection for a score. Brings the score to 13-0. Cardinals, 6:04 remaining in the first quarter. As they prepare to get the extra point, Mike Music lining up. Good recognition by Connor Krasanzik as he found number 8, Corey Plavkin for the score. 53-yard drive by the Cardinals. Kick is up and the extra point is good. Brings the score to 14-0. Cardinals over top of the Red Raiders as they break to an early 14-0 lead. A much welcome early score. Jump on the scoreboard for the Cardinals. It's good to be back home. 6:04 remaining in the first quarter. Cardinals off to a great start, rolling on offense and looking just as great on defense as well. Mike Music getting set to kick off from the Cardinals' 40-yard line. This is really what the Cardinals want to do. Got the home field advantage. They want to take the Red Raiders out of the equation and strike early and keep them down. Up by 2 scores. The Cardinals get set for the kick. 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Number 11, Gaius Calhoun, getting ready to receive the kick for the Red Raiders. Mike Music with the kick. It's up. And they're going to bring it out. Number 4, Nolan Jackson Daniel, up to the 20-yard line, where he's met by some defenders as he's trying to break free, but taken down just short of the 25-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field. Number 33 for the Mentor Cardinals, the senior Keith McCormick on the stop. As the Red Raiders set up, 1st and 10. Quarterback Brian Jones getting set in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. Flanked by a running back. Cardinals defense getting set and ready. The lefty quarterback looking in the middle of the field. They had a receiver caught and nearly intercepted by the and it was intercepted by the Cardinals. Turnover for the Red Raiders, giving the ball back to the Mentor Cardinals in fantastic field position, about the 21-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field. Todd Green, number 13, with the INT for the Cardinals. That's going to be Todd Green's 2nd interception on the season. Mentor Cardinals breaking out, getting the ball back. 1st and 10. Just outside of the red zone. Cardinals looking to improve upon their 14-0 lead over top of the Red Raiders. 2 receivers on the near side, 3 on the top side. Connor Crusanza looking to the middle of the field. He's got a receiver. He's breaking free for the score. He brings it in just like that. Another score for the Cardinals. 20-0, Mentor Cardinals. Eddie Doherty, number 40, on the scamper into the end zone. Connor Krasanzik seeing his receiver right in the middle for the quick score. 5:43 remaining in the 1st quarter as the Cardinals break out to a quick lead. 20 points early here for the Mentor Cardinals. Mike Music in a familiar position here already, the 3rd time attempting the extra point. He gets set, the senior kicker. It's up. Once again, it's good. An extra point for the Mentor Cardinals. 21-0, the Mentor Cardinals take a commanding 3-score lead over top of the Shaker Hts Red Raiders. Very encouraging start here on homecoming weekend for the Mentor Cardinals. Welcome back. Once again, a big weekend here at Mentor High. Along with homecoming weekend, we also have the inaugural Ring of Honor. It's going to be presented here this evening. Over the course of the next couple weeks, 2 coaches, 8 players, 6 teams going to be honored. It's going to have signage affixed underneath the press box, the top row of the bleachers of JTO Stadium. As the lights kick on this Friday evening here, really feels like mid-summer temperatures in the 80s all day today. Hot, humid day. Definitely welcome. Here we go, Mike Music setting to kick off from his own 40-yard line. It's a short kick. Oh, trying to catch the Red Raiders off guard. Ball bounced out of bounds. Flag on the play. Cardinals having a lot of success on both sides of the ball here. Looking impressive on the defensive set, but also on the offensive side too, which is very encouraging to see. Going into the game, Shaker Hts has a pretty well recognized and vaunted defense here, led by the standout 6'5" defensive end Joe Henderson. An amazing 6 Division I college recruits on that Shaker Hts defense, but the Cardinals have not had a problem at all going through that defense like butter as they scamper in for 3 early scores in the 1st quarter here for the 21-0 lead with 5:42 remaining in the 1st quarter. Red Raiders once again setting up in the shotgun position. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top. Goes to the running back for a short gain. Cardinals stuffing them at the line. Just past the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up a 2nd down and long for the Red Raiders. Kent Berger, number 36, gets credited with the tackle, the defensive end for the Mentor Cardinals. 2nd down and long for the Red Raiders from the 35-yard line on their own side of the field. Quarterback Brian Jones waiting for the snap. There it is, the lefty quarterback looking down the field. He has no one open, and he's brought down by the Cardinals for the sack. 5 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 22, Von Maddox, the senior defensive end for the Cardinals, bringing him down for the sack. 3rd down and long. Looking at another impressive defensive stand for the Mentor Cardinals here. Matching up against this tough Shaker Heights offense. The lefty quarterback, this southpaw, looking downfield. They had a receiver throw it high and nearly deflected and picked off by the Cardinals. Number 4, Nolan Jackson Daniel, was the intended receiver, and it was thrown upstairs. He could not recover that reception. Once again, they're going to be kicking off to the Cardinals. A lot of time remaining in the game. 4:30 yet remaining in the first quarter, and the Cardinals going to get the ball back. Cardinals preparing to return it. Eddie Doherty, number 40. On the 42-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field, setting to recover this. Cardinals once again going to get good field position, and it's blocked! The punt was blocked and picked up, taking it to the end zone for the Cardinals for a score. The Cardinals doing what they want on this October 4th evening. 4:23 remaining in the first quarter, running the score to 27-0. Cardinals over top of the Shaker Red Raiders. Impressive fashion on the block. Taking it to the end zone for the Cardinals. They're doing it from all sides of the field here. Interception on the defensive side. Strong offensive play. And now the special teams getting involved with the block and a touchdown. Mike Music again. Pretty active here tonight for his 4th extra point attempt on the evening. He's been perfect so far. Let's see if he can get his 4th extra point. And they set. Here he comes, and it's up. Another one's good. 28-0. The Mentor Cardinals rush out to the quick lead over the Shaker Heights Red Raiders. What a pace they're setting here. Very encouraging start by the Mentor Cardinals. Taking Shaker Heights out of the game from the get-go here. Number 55, Max Schneider was the player, the junior linebacker, with the block on the punt. Austin Hankins recovered it and took it in for the score. Number 39 once again lining up to kick off to the Red Raiders from their own 40-yard line. What a start for the Mentor Cardinals here. Who could ask for anything more? 28-0 over the Red Raiders. Coming up on 4:23 remaining in the first quarter. 28-0. The Cardinals bringing it to the Red Raiders. Leaving nothing a chance. Mike Music's kicking it off. And it's caught by number 1, Odell Spencer, by the Red Raiders, bringing it out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. He's got a little bit of running room to the 30, to the 40, to the 45-yard line before being brought down, and there's a flag on the play. Nice run back by number 1, Odell Spencer, the senior wide receiver defensive back for the Red Raiders. The nice run out. Once again, quite an active first quarter for the Mentor Cardinals. The offense just rolling into the end zone. And also the defense with the interception, setting them up for their 3rd score on the night, and just most recently followed by the blocked punt attempt, which led to a quick score as it was recovered by Austin Hankins, who brought it into the end zone to put the score at 28-0. Cards over the Raiders. And the Cardinals are happy to have this home cooking tonight. After 3 weeks in a row on the road, they're glad to be back home on this homecoming weekend in front of the JTO Mentor faithful cheering their team on. Waiting on the penalty call from the refs.
First and 10
First and 10, the Red Raiders setting up. Quarterback number 8, Brian Jones, getting set to lead his team here. Just shy of midfield, around the 45-yard line on the Raiders side of the field. Cardinals really have had no problem stopping the Raiders offense to this point. Really showing a strong defensive front. Red Raiders line up in that shotgun set. One receiver on the near side. Two receivers on the top side. Running back behind the quarterback as they get prepared. First and 10. 4:09 in the first quarter. And he hands it off to the running back who runs straight up the middle for a short gain. And drove back by the Menard Cardinals. 32 on the carry. Ramses Owens, the senior running back, straight ahead for a short gain. 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. Billy Hudson, number 51 on the stop. The sophomore defensive lineman for the Cardinals. 2nd and 9 for the Red Raiders. As they hand it off to number 3, Richard Perry, who's got some running room, breaks it to the outside. First down for the Red Raiders. Haven't said that too often this evening as the Cardinals have been stuffing the Raiders left and right, but not on this initial set of this drive. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Red Raiders lining up in a shotgun set. Brian Jones getting ready to lead his troops to battle. One receiver on the near side, one on the top side. Cardinals set to defend is the quarterback keeper. He's got a little bit of room to the left-hand side, and he's running and breaking free for the first down before being taken out of bounds at about the 22-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. Shaker Hts getting a bit of a groove going on here. Another first down, putting a couple of back-to-back first downs for the first time this evening. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Cardinals with a 28-0 lead. And here we go. Two receivers on the near side, one on the top side. Number 32, Ramses Owens in a Wildcat. Got the direct snap, runs straight ahead for a short gain. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Red Raiders out of Shaker. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. The Raiders on offense in the spread set. Trying something to get this offense generated. It's worked on a couple back-to-back first downs, trying to catch the Cardinal defenders off guard. Here it goes again to number 32, Ramses Owens for the short gain, and he broke free for a couple yards after that initial stop. This Wildcat formation seems to be giving the Raiders a little bit of success here, more than they had initially. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short for the Red Raiders. In the red zone for the Red Raiders for the first time this evening. Once again, the Cardinals 28-0. Broke out to the quick lead this time. Brian Jones, number 8, quarterback, back in set in shotgun position. Two receivers on the near side, one on the top side. The lefty quarterback looking in the middle of the field. He's got a receiver for a nice grab. Caught at the 10-yard line. Trey Johnson, number 21, on the reception for the Red Raiders. The senior wide receiver, 5'10", 170. Brings it to the 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. Just about the 10-yard line for the Menard Cardinals. Minute 20 remaining in the first quarter here. Red Raiders dug themselves quite a bit of a hole against the Cardinals here on the road. Number 2 gets the handoff. Greg Plater, the senior running back for the Red Raiders, with a couple positive yards. 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Going to bring up a 2nd down. Inside a minute remaining. Red Raiders waiting for the call from the sideline. Spread offense, shotgun position for the Red Raiders. Cardinals anticipating the snap, almost jumped off sides, but here they go to hand off the ball to number 2, Greg Plater again. And again, stopped for a short gain and actually pushed back by the Cardinals defenders. Number 22, Von Maddox on the stop. J.D. Matsko in on there as well. Nice play by the Cardinals. Going to bring up a 3rd down situation for the Red Raiders. 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. They may have time for one more play before the quarter ends. 10 seconds remaining. Shotgun set. They're going to have to hurry up and get this. 5 seconds remaining in the snap. Lefty quarterback looking on the near side. Short. Incomplete pass. Going to bring up a 4th down when we return to action. Actually, 1 second. 1 second remaining in the first quarter, so there's going to be one more play, the 4th down play. Number 8, Brian Jones, the quarterback, remaining on the field, looking at the sideline for the call from his coach. Jarvis Gibson, the 3rd-year coach of the Shaker Heights Red Raiders. Once again, they had a solid season last year, 8-2, and off to a strong start this year with a 4-1 record. 1 second remaining in the first quarter here. Number 8, Brian Jones, barking out orders, calling for the play. Had to call a timeout. Looked like they had the wrong set there. A little bit of confusion for the Red Raiders, and they had to take a TO. So talk about it a little bit here. Once again, a strong start for the Menor Cardinals. Who could ask for anything more? 28-0 over the Red Raiders on the Shaker. This is really just what the doctor ordered. Getting a taste of some home cooking, coming back to the JTO for the Menor Cardinals after 3 long weeks in a row on the road. Actually took care of their competition quite handily as they led off against the Euclid Panthers Friday, September the 13th on that away stretch. 36-0, a shutout against the Euclid Panthers at Sparky DiBiasio Stadium. Followed that up by another shutout, 49-0 over the Twinsburg Tigers at Tiger Stadium. And then last week, Brush Arcs were taken down 62-43 by the Menor Cardinals on this 3-game winning streak that they have going here with their 4-1 record. And their 28-0 lead over the Shaker Red Raiders at this point. 1 second remaining in the first quarter. Shaker Heights getting set for the fourth down call. The lefty quarterback has a receiver, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Red Raiders. Quarterback, number 8, Brian Jones, as he tossed it over to number 1, Odell Spencer for the TD. 28-6 at this point as the Red Raiders getting ready to attempt the extra point. Number 33, Jonathan Holloway, the senior kicker, on for the extra point for the Red Raiders. And the kick is up. No good, no good. So it's gonna be a block actually on the extra point attempt. Gonna bring the score to 28-6. Your Menor Cardinals above the Shaker Red Raiders to start the game here. What a start for the Menor Cardinals here. Homecoming weekend here at Menor Cardinals Stadium, the JTO. Another big event this weekend as we're talking about the inaugural Ring of Honor class for the Menor Cardinals here. 2 coaches, 8 players, 6 teams going to be honored over the course of this weekend and next weekend. Getting the 2 coaches, Dick Crum, who had a 50-9-1 record from 1963 to 1968, and Dr. Lee Tressel, who was 44-9 from the years 1950 through 1955, are the coaches honored. Players that are going to be honored are Dan Rychek, Rick Galvos, Paul Rychek, Don Martin, Tom Brandt, Bob Hallen, Bart Tansky, and most recently, the quarterback last year and being inducted, Mitch Trubisky. Going to be all players honored with painted replica jerseys in the players section. Going to be just underneath the press box. The JTO here. The 6 teams that are going to be recognized. The 1955 team that went undefeated, a 10-0 record. 1968, again, perfect 10-0 record. 2003, the team ended up with a 12-1 record. 2006, state runners-up. Their record was 13-2. Once again, 2007, state runner-up team that was 11-3 on the season. And last year's 2012 state semifinalists with a 12-2 record. 6 teams being entered into the Ring of Honor for the Menor Cardinals. Second quarter here for the Mentor Cardinals versus the Shaker Red Raiders. 28-6 is the advantage for the Cardinals here.
First and 10.
First and 10 for the Mentor Cardinals here as they line up two receivers on the near side, two on the top side. Connor Krasancic hands it off. Alex Matthews for a short gain. About the 37, 38-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field. Going to bring up a second down and long for the Mentor Cardinals. Cardinals really could do no wrong in that first quarter. Scored in multiple fashions as they jumped out to the 28-0 lead. Defense and special teams getting involved. Second down, ball goes to number 40, Eddie Doherty. Very close to the first down from Connor Krasancic. 11:15 remaining in the half. 28-6, the Cardinals with the advantage. One receiver on the near side, two on the top side. One goes in motion to the near side as well as Connor Krasancic's going to keep it straight up the middle. Got some running room, the 40, the 30, taken down at the 25. Nice run straight up the middle. Good recognition by Connor Krasancic. Running straight ahead for the first down. 10:50. Coming up on 10:50 remaining in the half. Connor Krasancic with the run. First and 10, one receiver on the near side, three on the top side. Connor Krasancic looking downfield. He's got a receiver on the near side intended for Brandon Fritz. Number one, just a little bit overthrown. He was well covered. You know, Brandon Fritz has been receiving quite a bit of double teams this season with the recognition from his previous year's performance. First quarter statistics here. Once again, the score, the most important thing, 28-6. The Cardinals rushed out to the quick advantage over the Shaker Red Raiders. Coming up on the second down and 10 for the Cardinals. 25-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field. The handoff immediately stopped by the Red Raiders. Number 40, Eddie Doherty on the carry. First quarter, though, Connor Krasancic had 4 rushes for 26 yards. Passing, 7 completions out of 8 attempts for 103 yards. 2 touchdown passes. A long of 39. Connor Krasancic also had 1 rushing touchdown in that first quarter. Third down and long. Connor Krasancic looking down in the middle of the field. He had his receiver just a little bit overthrown. Number 11, Kyle Tankovich, had his defender beat in the middle of the field here. Just a bit overthrown by Connor Krasancic. Over 100 yards, 103 yards receiving by the Cardinal receivers in the first half. Corey Plavkin, 3 catches, 50 yards. The long of 39 and a touchdown. Eddie Doherty, 3 catches, 39 yards, a touchdown. The long reception to 22 as the Cardinals line up. 4th down and long, they're going for it. Connor Krasancic looking downfield. Running back, he's got a receiver on the 25-yard line. And he's going to be stopped short of the first down at the 20-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field. Number one, Odell Spencer doing double duty on offense and defense on the stop there. Turnover on downs for the Mentor Cardinals. Shaker Heights, the Red Raiders going to take over the ball on their own side of the field at the 20-yard line. Shaker Heights in the first quarter only can muster up 22 passing yards and 45 rushing yards as the Cardinals really did a tremendous job with stopping the Red Raiders offense in that first quarter. First down for the Red Raiders as they line up once again in the shotgun set. And number 32, Ramses Owens with the direct snap on the Wildcat for a short gain for the Red Raiders. Going to bring up a second down. 9:51 remaining in the half. 28-6, Cardinals with the advantage.
Second down and 10 for Shaker.
First quarter also had 1 turnover by the Red Raiders. Todd Green from the Cardinals with the interception, his second on the season. Second down and long for the Red Raiders in the shotgun position. Quarterback Brian Jones awaiting the snap. The lefty quarterback looking at the top side of the screen. Nice catch as the receiver goes up for the grab for the first down. And he was still up before being taken down at the 35-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field. Nice grab by the senior receiver, Trey Johnson, as he had to go up and catch the ball. 9:17 remaining in the half. 37-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field. 28-6. The Cardinals rushed out to the quick advantage this evening. 1st and 10, Shaker. One receiver on the near side, two on the top side. Southpaw looking, and he fires to the top side. He's got a receiver with the reception for the short gain. Number 21, once again, Trey Johnson on the catch. 8:50 and counting in the half. It's the Red Raiders on the move a little bit here. Red Raiders getting set. One receiver on the near side, two on the top side. Brian Jones taking charge in the shotgun set. Getting ready for the snap. Barking out orders to his receivers. Getting him set. Here we go. Looking downfield. Going deep. He's got a receiver. Number 1. Oh, well covered with two Cardinal defenders on that side. Keith McCormick was back there on the defense. Number 1, Odell Spencer, looked like he initially had a beat on it, and his quarterback, Brian Jones, took a shot at throwing the ball downfield, but he was well covered by the Cardinals defenders. 8:19 in the first half.
3rd down and 7 on the 40.
Going to call it 3rd down and 7 for the Red Raiders. Brian Jones waiting for the call from the sideline. One receiver on the near side, two on the top side as he's flanked by his running back to the right. Brian Jones waiting, looking downfield. Quick pass to the center of the field for a reception. They're going to call it an incompletion. Oh, an incompletion. Going to bring up a 4th down for the Shaker Raiders. 8:14 remaining in the half. Lining up for the punt. Red Raiders here as the Cardinals are waiting to kick at their own 30-yard line. Jonathan Holloway on the kick, nearly blocked again. And the Cardinals have it at their 25 to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to midfield. He's got a blocker to the 40, to the 30. He's still on his feet, to the 20, to the 15. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling with some positive yards. Eddie Doherty on the nice, nifty run back, breaking tackles, putting the Cardinals in great field position on the 15-yard line on the Raiders side of the field. 7:55 remaining in the half. Eddie Doherty with the nice run back. He wouldn't go down. He has that breakaway speed, and he nearly broke away for the touchdown score. Here we go, the Cardinals 1st and 10 on the move again. One receiver on the near side. Eddie Doherty flanked to the right of the quarterback, Connor Krasanzik. 28-6, Cardinals with the lead. Connor Krasanzik's going to run up the gut again for the quick. 5-10, 10-5 in the score. 34-6 on the score. Another run for Connor Krasanzik. The Red Raiders have not had a solution for Connor on those runs straight up the middle. Connor again showing his speed as he broke free for the touchdown. Mike Music coming out again for the extra point attempt for his 5th time this evening. That's the 5th touchdown of the game for the Mentor Cardinals. 7:50 yet to remain in the half as well. Mike Music getting set. Kick is up, and the extra point is good. 35-6. The Cardinals again scoring quick. Eddie Doherty had the quick run on the punt, nearly broke it free for the touchdown score to the 15-yard line, but the Cardinals wasted no time from there. 1st and 10, Connor Krasanzik decided to take it himself as he dropped back and then ran directly up the middle for the touchdown score for the Cardinals. The 10-5, the touchdown, the quick run for Connor Krasanzik as the Cardinals prepare to kick again. Quick start in the first quarter for the Cardinals and another good score in the second quarter here as they jump out to the 35-6 advantage over the Shaker Red Raiders. The two teams coming into today with the identical records of 4-1. Mentor's really been shining here so far this evening. on homecoming weekend for the Cardinals. The senior kicker, Mike Music, is getting a workout here tonight between the extra points and the kickoffs.
Kicking off, number 39.
Shaker Hts getting set to receive the kick. And here we go. Nice kick to the back of the end zone. He's going to have to leave it there for the touchback. He's going to bring the ball out to the Shaker Hts Red Raiders 20-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up here. Really been a nice defensive game for the Cardinals as well as the offense. Special teams had a block in the first quarter and recovered for the touchdown, and nearly had a block here in the second quarter on that last punt before Eddie Doherty's long run back on the punt that set up the Connor Krasanzik 10-yard run for the touchdown. Cardinals getting set on defense as the Red Raiders in their spread offense preparing for the first down play. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Shotgun position, Brian Jones, the quarterback for the Red Raiders. And he gives the ball, number 32, Ramses Owens, running straight ahead. Short of the first down, but for a nice gain for the Red Raiders. 7:43 remaining in the half. And they are going to give a first down on that nice run by number 32, Ramses Owens for Shaker Hts. 1st and 10, Red Raiders ball. Just shy of the 30-yard line, the Red Raiders handoff. Recognized early by the Cardinals and stopped and taken down. Ramses Owens on the run again. For the Cardinals, number 30, Justin McMahon, the senior linebacker on the stop.
2nd down and 9.
Going to bring up a 2nd down in line for the Red Raiders. 7:10 remaining in the quarter. 35-6, the Cardinals over top of the Red Raiders. Cardinals really not doing much wrong this evening here. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Brian Jones getting set. Fakes the handoff. The southpaw looking down the field. He's being pressured, and he had to throw the ball out of bounds, and there's the flag. He was under a lot of pressure, running all the way back to his own 15-yard line. Started the ball out around the 30 and found himself running back to around the 15. It's going to be a roughing the passer call against the Cardinals, though, with a flag on the field. 6:43 remaining in the half. Shaker Hts with the ball. Though they're down 35-6. And they're walking the ball close to midfield. Going to be the 46-yard line on the Raiders side of the field. Really a big penalty, giving the Shaker Red Raiders some positive yardage, creeping them ever so close to midfield. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Shotgun position, Brian Jones receives a snap and a quick pitch to number 2, Greg Claytor. Gets a quick couple-yard run, recognized pretty early on by the Cardinals defenders for the nice stop. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Red Raiders. No gain on the play, 6.5 minutes remaining in the half. Nice stop by the Cardinals. Red Raiders trying to figure out what they could do to get some positive gains on offense here. All night long, the Cardinals have been reading their plays and figuring it out early and stopping them left and right here. Bringing up a 2nd down and long. Hands it off to number 32, Ramses Owens, for a nice run.
Number 32, Ramses Owens.
About an 8 to 9 yard gain for the Red Raiders. Brings the ball to the Cardinals side of the field. Austin Hankins brought the runner down. 5 minutes, 45 seconds remaining in the half.
3rd down and 3.
3rd and short. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top.
5:55 to go tonight's first half.
Brian Jones, the quarterback, flanked to the right by a running back, and 1 behind him as well. Gives it to the running back behind him, and stopped early on, taken down by the Cardinals. Drove back to midfield. Ramses Owens, 32 on the run. stopped. 52, Kent Berger on the stop. Stuffing a run by the Cardinals defense. Reading that all along by the Red Raiders. Got stuffed. Number 32, Ramsey Owens, taken down. Going to bring up the punting unit once again for the Red Raiders. Number 40, Eddie Doherty, lining up again for the punt return. He nearly broke that last one free. Let's see if he can do it this time. He's standing at his own 15-yard line and waiting to kick. The kick is up, and it's a short one. Lands at about the 20-yard line, and he's going to let it drop, and it's going to take a shaker roll to about the 19-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field. 4:39 remaining in the half. Once again, the score 35-6. Cardinals with the advantage as they come out for the 1st and 10. Connor Krasanzik, once again, a nice mix of the run and the pass. On his most recent drive, just finished off a quick run for a touchdown to bring the score to 35-6. After the first quarter, the Cardinals had 28 points. Connor Krasanzik, 4 rushes, including 1 touchdown in that first quarter. Also 3 for 2 scores. Quarterback back, and he's looking downfield. He's got a receiver, number 1, Brandon Fritz, and he just overthrows him in midfield. One of his favorite receivers, Brandon Fritz. He laid out trying to make that catch just out of his outstretched arms for the incompletion. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10. Connor Krasanzik looking for the long pass to get this drive started here. 4.5 minutes remaining in the half. Cardinals on the move here. 2nd and 10. Connor Krasanzik hands off the ball. Nice run for Eddie Doherty, number 40. Going to bring up a 3rd down and short for the Cardinals. 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals. Connor Krasanzik got 3 receivers to the top side, 2 on the near side in the shotgun position. Running the spread offense to perfection this evening for the Menor Cardinals. 4 minutes remaining in the half. Connor Krasanzik running straight up the gut, the 30 to the 35 before going out of bounds, but he does get the 1st down. Quarterback keeper, Connor Krasanzik. 3:50 remaining in the half. Cardinals getting set. They're going to call it the 36-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field. 3 receivers on the top side, 2 on the near side of the field. Connor Krasanzik setting up in the shotgun position, looking for the pass. He's got a receiver, and he just overthrows number 40, Eddie Doherty. Just a little bit over his head. Once again, the no-huddle offense. The Cardinals on the move here. 2nd and 10, 3.5 minutes remaining in the half. Cardinals 35-6 this evening. 1 receiver on the near side, Brandon Fritz, 2 up on the top side. Flanked by 2 running backs, and he hands off the ball. Read all along by the Red Raiders as he's taken down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and long for the Cardinals. Number 40, Eddie Doherty, was on the carry. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the half. As the Cardinals get set, 2 receivers on the top side. Connor Krasanzik in the shotgun set. Looking downfield. He's got a receiver in the middle of the field for the catch. Eddie Doherty, midfield, 50 to the 45, to the 43-yard line on the Raiders side of the field. Eddie Doherty really became quite a receiving threat for the Cardinals here over the past few weeks. Eddie Doherty, 2:59 remaining in the half. 1st and 10, Menor Cardinals. Connor Krasanzik looking to the sideline for the play call. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side, flanked by a running back to his left. Connor Krasanzik takes the snap, looking downfield. He's got a receiver. Oh, just shy. Number 20, Jarrell Jackson, the intended receiver on the pass from Connor Krasanzik. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Cardinals. 2:40 remaining in the half. Krasanzik looking to the sideline. Three receivers on the near side, two on the top side. Krasancic in the shotgun set. And he's going to run it up the middle again. And he's got some running room once again to the 35-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field, very close to the first down. Quarterback keeper Krasancic running straight ahead. The Red Raiders have not been able to figure that out all night long, as Connor Krasancic has had nothing but success on that same play, running straight up the gut on that Red Raiders defense. 2 minutes, 17 seconds remaining in the half. 35-6 the score. Your Menor Cardinals with the lead over the Red Raiders out of Shaker. Connor Krasancic on the 1st and 10, looking downfield. Got a receiver, but he overthrows just in front of a Red Raiders defender for the incomplete pass. 2 minutes, 4 seconds remaining here in the half. Pass was intended for number 40, Eddie Doherty. 4th and 1 for the Menor Cardinals here. Just outside, 2 minutes in the first half. Connor Krasancic and a quick pitch. Number 40, Eddie Doherty, running backwards. And it looks like he's being stopped by that tough Red Raider defense. Taken down on the 4th and short. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Going to give the ball back to the Shaker Red Raiders, who get set to do something here with a couple minutes remaining in the half. Cardinals defense is going to start getting tired here. They've been on the field quite a bit because the offense for Menor, for the most part this half, has been driving quick and not on the field all that long. 35-6 is the score. Menor Cardinals with the advantage. 2 4-1 squads knocking heads here in the 6th week of this season here, 2013. Shotgun set, 2 receivers on the near side. Throws to the receiver on the top side for the catch at the 40-yard line. Brian Jones connects. Odell Spencer on the grab. 1:49 remaining in the half. Cardinals setting up on defense. Kai Powell was on the stop on that last catch. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side for the Red Raiders. Brian Jones setting up. Got a running back flank to his left. The lefty quarterback faked the pass. He was about to run, but stopped. Got the pass off for the incompletion. Nearly taken down for the sack by the Menor Cardinal defenders. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 for the Red Raiders out of Shaker. Minute 42 remaining in the half. Cardinal defense has really been coming up strong this evening, holding the Red Raiders to just 6 points here in the first half. Forced 1 turnover already with the interception in the first quarter. 3rd down and 5 for the Red Raiders. Brian Jones with the ball. Rolling to his right. He's got a receiver open in midfield. And he caught the ball. Odell Spencer, the senior receiver for the Red Raiders, on a nice grab just before midfield. Number 34, Mason McHenrick on a stop for the Menor Cardinals, a senior defensive back. Minute 36 remaining in a half. 1st and 10, Shaker Red Raiders. Cardinals really been holding tight on defense most of the evening. Brian Jones, the quarterback for the Shaker Red Raiders. Left-handed quarterback getting set for the snap, and there it is. He's rolling to the top side. And the pitch to number 32, Ramses Owens. Stopped for a short gain right around midfield by the Cardinals. Minute 26 remaining in the half. 35-6 is the score. Your Menor Cardinals up, holding on to the strong lead. 2nd down and long for the Shaker Red Raiders. Minute 10 remaining in the half. Brian Jones. The snap. The lefty looking downfield. He's got a receiver, but there's a defender. It's going to be receivers down, calling it an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass. Brian Jones was looking for his receiver, Marcus Carthon. The sophomore wide receiver, number 6 for the Red Raiders, the intended receiver on that pass. Bring up a 3rd down and long. 7 seconds remaining in the half. Red Raiders with the ball. Number 6, Marcus Carthon, being tended to by the training staff of the Red Raiders as the offense groups over on the sideline, talking it over with their coaching staff. 3rd-year coach Jarvis Gibson really been having a lot of success these past few years for the Shaker Heights Red Raiders. 8-2 their record last year, off to a good 4-1 record this year. Having a lot of difficulty this evening with the Menor Cardinals, though. Both 2 of the top-ranked teams in the region, though, for Division I. The Menor Cardinals, as well as the Shaker Red Raiders. The playoffs would start today. Menor would be in the playoffs with their ranking in Division I, and Shaker would be just outside of that playoff picture. And number 6, Marcus Carthon, is up and walking to his sidelines. He's going to be all right. 3rd down and 9 for the Shaker Red Raiders. Menor Cardinals with the strong 35-6 advantage this evening. Coming up on halftime. Homecoming weekend here at Menor High. Underneath the lights on October 4th here. Sure doesn't feel like October 4th temperatures, though. In the 80s all day today here on Friday, and pretty hot, humid day. 3rd down and long. The Red Raiders set up 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. In the shotgun. Cardinals getting ready on defense. Brian Jones, the lefty quarterback, rolling to the top side. Nearly taken down, nearly picked off, but thrown out of bounds just inside, just past midfield on the Cardinal side of the field. Going to bring up a 4th and long for the Shaker Red Raiders. 51 seconds remaining in the half. 9 for the Red Raiders out of Shaker.
Again, 4th down and 9 from the 49.
Bringing on some substitutes here.
51 seconds.
They're going to decide to go ahead and punt the ball. 4th and long, they're going to punt the ball. Number 40 for your Menor Cardinals, Eddie Doherty, setting back to receive the ball at the 20-yard line. Eddie's had a busy day here today. Nearly broke a punt free for a touchdown earlier as he ran it up to the Red Raiders 15-yard line. And he's not going to get an opportunity to run this one back as the ball gets down around the Menor Cardinals 20-yard line. 49 seconds remaining in the half. The score once again, the Menor Cardinals 35, Shaker Red Raiders 6. 1st and 10 for the Menor Cardinals here. Looking to see if they can put some more points on the board before halftime.
1st and 10 Cardinals from their own 21.
Once again, a strong defensive unit here for the Red Raiders as they have 6 players who've already committed to Division I colleges. But the Cardinals have not had a whole lot of problems here this evening dealing with that vaunted Red Raider defense. Cardinals on 1st and 10 as someone's helmet goes running free here on a short gain for the Menor Cardinals. Alex Matthews, number 44, sophomore running back on a short gain. 34 seconds remaining in the half as the clock ticks its way down. 2nd down for the Cardinals. 2nd down and long. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Connor Krasanzik in the shotgun position. 2nd down and long. He hands the ball off with some running room straight up the middle to the 30, close to the 35. Number 40, Eddie Doherty on the run. Ed Jr., running back for the Cardinals, getting some positive yards on the rushing end this time. As we're going to go into halftime, 10 seconds remaining, and they're just going to let the clock wind down as the Cardinals take it into halftime with the big advantage, 35-6. Menor Cardinals over top of the Shaker Red Raiders as they're welcome back to the JTO Stadium after being on the road for 3 weeks in a row. The Cardinals glad to be back home, glad to be up 35-6. Halftime.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the field the Menor High School Fighting Cardinal Marching Band. Band is under the direction of Mr. Steve Borba, Mrs. Beth Wachowski, and Mr. Ben McMurtry, with color guard advisor Kelly O'Line and percussion instructor Jonathan Monticelli. The band is led onto the field by our field commanders, Justin Hellinger and Grant Smith. Tonight, the band will present a portion of our 2013 competition show, Revolution and Triumph. The show is a musical representation of the American Revolution. We present the Siege and Declaration, which symbolizes the independence of our great nation.
Okay, here we go, second half. Mentor Cardinals versus the Shaker Red Raiders. Score of 35 for the Mentor Cardinals, 6 points for the Red Raiders. In this battle of two of the top teams in the area, 4-1 versus 4-1, but Mentor has had a heck of a run here in the first half. In the first half, marked by a blocked punt by number 16, Austin Hankins, ran it in for a touchdown. Connor Krzanzik looking strong as he ran it in for a score. Mentor ended up with 105 rushing yards in the first half in total, 139 passing yards, 244 net yards for the Mentor Cardinals to just 104 for the Shaker Red Raiders as the Cardinals run it back. Nice run back to the 46-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field. Number 40, Eddie Doherty on the run. Along with the busy weekend here at Mentor High. Homecoming weekend here. Also the inaugural class for the Ring of Honor for the Cardinals. Not to mention, we wanted to mention the inductees this year for the 2013 class at the Mentor Sports Hall of Fame. It's the 11th class into the Hall of Fame, led by the honorary inductee, Pam Chrysler, class of 1974. Pam Chrysler, class of 74. Athletes were Paul Berger, class of 04. Bill Burke, class of 76. Brittany Lawrence, class of 02. Susie Lednowski, class of 98. Marge Melkrate, class of 82. Phil Metz, class of 99. And the Cardinals on 1st and 10, running it straight ahead. Number 40, Eddie Doherty on the run. Bring up a 2nd down and 4. Credit 6 yards for Eddie Doherty on the run. Also Phil Metz, class of 99, entered into the Mentor Sports Hall of Fame. Len Pagan, class of 83. 2nd down, Connor Krzanzik looking for Brandon Fritz on the quick slant to the 30-yard line on the incompletion. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Cardinals here on the first drive of the second half. Again, the Cardinals with the lead, 35-6 over the Shaker Red Raiders. 3rd down and short. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Connor Krzanzik rolling, looking downfield. He's going to take it on his own. 25, breaks a tackle to the 30, to the 35, runs out of bounds. Got the 1st down. Made something out of nothing there. Connor Krzanzik on a nice run. Broke the tackle and got the 1st down. 11-17 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Going back from last night, the inductees, the 11th class at the Mentor Sports Hall of Fame. Len Pagan, class of 83. Bob Civic, class of 97. Megan Scooby, class of 05. As the Cardinals line up on the 1st and 10, Connor Krzanzik, 3 receivers on the top side, looking in the middle of the field. He's got number 40, Eddie Doherty, to midfield. Breaks a tackle to the 47-yard line on the other side of the field, on the Raiders' side of the field. 1st down, Cardinals. Eddie Doherty with the nice grab and run. Going back to the inductees to the Mentor Sports Hall of Fame. Jill Sluga, class of 98. Todd Trimmer, class of 89. Sinisa Yubi Parapovich, class of 02. Ed Zinkowski, class of 03. 1st and 10, Connor Krzanzik on a run. Had a lot of success in the first half, running straight up the middle. This time stuffed by the Red Raiders for a very short gain, if any, on the quarterback keeper. A couple teams were also inducted last night to the Mentor Sports Hall of Fame. The members of the 1989 volleyball team and the members of the 2004 baseball team. Congratulations and welcome back to all the members of this 11th class of the Mentor Hall of Fame. Sports Hall of Fame, Eddie Doherty on a reception there from the 35, close to the 30-yard line. Another 1st down for the Mentor Cardinals. A little bit over 10 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. The Cardinals mounting a nice drive to start the second half here. Again, last night, congratulations to the ladies and gentlemen that entered the Mentor Sports Hall of Fame. Members of this 2013 class are here this evening to join us, and we wanted to congratulate them again. From the athletes mentioned to the teams mentioned to the honorary inductee, Pam Chrysler, class of '74, sitting up here in the press box as well. Congratulations to Pam and the rest of the inductees into the Mentor Sports Hall of Fame. 10:24 remaining in the half. Cardinals with a commanding 35-6 lead here. Homecoming weekend. The Cardinals looking real nice on their welcome home. It really is, truly is a homecoming after the 3 long weeks on the road for the Cardinals. All weeks came out victorious for the Cardinals, but it was a bit of a struggle early on last week against the Brush Arcs as the Cardinals found themselves down and had a 28-7 deficit that they overcame to take the victory, 62-43 over the Brush Arcs. 4-1 record on the year for the Cardinals, led off the year beating Erie McDowell 44-30, taking the loss in the second week of the season to St. Ignatius Wildcats, but then reeling off the 3 victories in a row on the road versus Euclid, Twinsburg, and Brush. 2 shutouts in the mix there as they beat Euclid 36-0 and Twinsburg 49-0. As the Cardinals set up in the shotgun, Connor Krasancic has a receiver as he looked downfield on the quick grab. Brandon Fritz on the catch, the senior receiver. Old Faithful Brandon Fritz on the grab. Once again, Brandon, most of the year, drawing a lot of attention from the opposing defenses, many times drawing a double team. 3 receivers now on the top side. Brandon Fritz on the lower side. Connor Krasancic on the quarterback run straight up the center. After juking and jiving shortly, ran ahead for a couple yards. 9:49 remaining in the third quarter. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and short for the Mentor Cardinals here. Connor Krasancic looking to the sideline for the play call. He's got Brandon Fritz on the near side, 2 receivers on the top side, 2 running backs behind him as he sits in the shotgun formation. Gets the snap and he gives it to his running back number 40, Eddie Doherty. Breaks free from the 10, still on his feet to the 5, into the house, the touchdown! Eddie Doherty! Breaking tackles all the way to the end zone. Looked like he was stopped 2, maybe 3 times, but he would not give up as he ran into the end zone for the score. 41-6. Eddie Doherty with the elusive run. Red Raiders thought they had him down on a couple occasions, but he wouldn't be denied as he ran and broke free to the end zone. Mike Music again coming on for the extra point attempt for the 6th time this evening. The senior kicker, once again, pretty active this evening. The kick is up. Once again, it's good for the extra point, bringing the score to 42 points for your Mentor Cardinals. 6 points for the Shaker Red Raiders. The game well under control. 9 minutes, 23 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Connor Krasancic found one of his favorite receivers, Eddie Doherty, number 40, right up the middle as he broke free. Breaking defenders left and right. Straight into the end zone, showing his speed, showing his skills as he ran for the touchdown score.
Here's a third quarter score. At the end of third quarter,
Mike Music coming back out, preparing to kick.
Nothing.
Busy evening for the Cardinals, Mike Music in particular. 42-6, the Cardinals with the advantage. Leaving this Shaker Red Raiders team shell-shocked at this point. They had to feel good coming into this game here with their 4-1 identical record with Mentor. Starting out the season very strong. A lot of top college recruits on this team. A lot of size, a lot of speed on this Red Raiders team, but Cardinals extra motivated, coming back home for some home cooking here. Mike Music with the deep kick, taking them back just outside of the end zone, taking it out the 10 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25 before being taken down by a number of Cardinal defenders. Odell Spencer ran the ball out, number 1 for the Shaker Red Raiders. Once again in the first half, Cardinals 244 yards, 105 rushing yards, 139 passing yards. Pretty well balanced offensive attack for the Cardinals in the first half. And the Shaker Red Raiders could only muster up just a tick over 100 yards in total in the first half. 104 yards, 55 passing, 49 on the ground. 1 turnover in that first half as the Cardinals got the interception. And also 1 blocked punt that led to a score by Austin Hankins. As the Cardinals prepare to defend here as the Red Raiders 1st and 10. Quarterback Brian Jones going to keep it as he runs straight up the center for short yardage. 9 minutes 5 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Actually, that was number 32, Ramses Owens, on the carry for the Red Raiders. Going to be a 2nd down and long for the Red Raiders as they prepare to get the play called in from the sideline here. 8:46 remaining in the third quarter. One receiver on the near side, one on the top side. Shotgun formation. Red Raiders preparing for the snap. Number 32, Ramses Owen, and a Wildcat gets a snap. Recognized pretty early by the Cardinals defenders as they brought him down immediately. Taken down. That Wildcat offense seemed to work for a couple plays in the first half. Red Raiders able to grab some positive yards. But now the Cardinals are anticipating that Wildcat formation and really doing a good job of sniffing it out early and squashing it like on that last play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and long for the Red Raiders. As the Cardinals look to tighten up on defense here. Red Raiders spread offense. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. Shotgun position. The southpaw quarterback, Brian Jones, looking downfield. They had a receiver. Dangerous pass, nearly caught, but it ended up being dropped. Incomplete for the Red Raiders. Going to bring on their punting unit, I'd have to imagine, at this point, with the 4th and long. Overall, well defended by the Menor Cardinals. Very strong defensive front put up by the Cardinals this evening. Number 40, Eddie Doherty, sitting back on the Cardinal 40-yard line, getting ready for some good field position once again. Came very, very close to breaking it in the first half. Returned to 1 punt all the way up to the 15-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field. Got flags on the field. 4th and 9. And it's going to push that farther back for the Red Raiders. So it's going to give the Cardinals even better field position. Eddie Doherty moving on up to the 45-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field.
Now 4th down and 14.
7:48 remaining in the third quarter. Your score, 42 for the Menor Cardinals. Only 6 points for the Shaker Red Raiders. Cardinals well in command to get to that 5-1 mark here on the season. Still a lot of time left in the third quarter, but the Cardinals have a commanding lead at this point and preparing to get the ball back. It's a short kick, squibbing on down to the Cardinal side of the field, taking a Red Raider bounce as it keeps moving its way inside the 35-yard line to the 32-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. Ended up being a nice punt for the Red Raiders. No chance for return by Eddie Doherty, the dangerous return man for the Cardinals. Been doing a little bit of everything tonight, from returning punts, rushing to receiving. Eddie Doherty's a busy man. Cardinals coming out on field, 1st and 10. Two receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side, in motion. Another receiver going to the near side here. Connor Krasanzik hands off the ball for a short gain. Number 44 that time, Alex Matthews, the sophomore running back, with the short gain for the Cards. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and long. Come up on 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 receivers setting up on the near side, 2 on the top side. Number 44, Alex Matthews, setting up next to Connor Krasanzik in the shotgun. As Connor gets the play from the sideline, as the officials take a quick timeout. Homecoming weekend here at Menor High. Once again, big weekend, a lot of events going on. Menor Sports Hall of Fame inductees, the 11th class last night, along with the inaugural Ring of Honor and homecoming weekend. Welcoming the Menor Cardinals back home after their 3-game road trip. 3 wins, 3 games on the road, coming back home here. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. Krasanzik looking downfield. Brandon Fritz getting bumped Crowd looking for a flag. Coach Trevisano looking for a flag. No flag has come, but there was a lot of contact on number 1, Brandon Fritz, as he was going downfield, as he was open for a minute, but he was covered like a glove by a couple Shaker Red Raider defenders, giving him a lot of attention. Number 1, again, not having the most receptions that he's ever had in the season this year, but drawing a lot of attention because of his reputation, being one of the top receivers in the state. He's already committed next year to the North Carolina Tar Heels Division I football team. 3rd and long, Cardinals incomplete pass. It's going to bring up a punt for Mike Music, coming out to punt. I believe this is the first time this evening he's coming out for the punt as well. 6 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Shaker Heights setting up on the 35-yard line on their side of the field to receive the ball. 2 receivers back for the kick. Mike Music doing a lot of kicking today. Most of it's been extra point attempts. First time for the punt. Mike Music, a high kick. Calling for the fair catch about the 37-yard line on the Shaker side of the field. Number 4, Nolan Jackson Daniel. That's a mouthful. The senior wide receiver calling for the fair catch. 42 points for the Menor Cardinals, 6 points for the Shaker Red Raiders. 3rd quarter here at Jerome T. Osborne Stadium. 6:46 remaining in the 3rd. And a very nice crowd here, homecoming weekend. Shaker Heights pretty well traveled as well as we look at the crowd on the visitor side of the field, but as always, the Cardinal contingent here out in full force, welcome their team back in town here. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. Quarterback number 8, Brian Jones, set. 1 receiver on the near side, 1 on the top side. He hands it off to his running back. That's number 32, Ramses Owens, for a short gain, stopped by the Cardinal defenders. 2nd and long. Von Maddox, number 22, on the stop. Austin Hankins also got in there too, number 16. The 2 senior defenders combining for the stop. 2nd and long for the Shaker Red Raiders. Brian Jones getting things set up with his offense here. About the 40-yard line on his side of the field. He's going to fake the handoff. He had a receiver on the top side. Caught it and then dropped it. Incomplete pass. Number 1, Odell Spencer, looked like he had that catch, the senior receiver, but then it ended up getting dropped for the incompletion. They're going to bring up a 3rd down and long. 6:08 remaining in the 3rd quarter. 1 receiver on the near side, 1 on the top side. Familiar formation. Brian Jones, number 8, getting set for the snap. The lefty looking downfield. He's got a receiver, but he overshoots number 4, Nolan Jackson Daniel. He had a step there. 2 Cardinal defenders back there as well, but well overthrown on the pass as Brian Jones was looking downfield. Brings back out the punting unit for the Shaker Heights Red Raiders. Number 33, Jonathan Holloway, coming back out to punt. 6 minutes, 3 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Eddie Doherty lining up on the Cardinals' 35-yard line. The dangerous return specialist, Eddie Doherty. Let's see if they end up giving him something to return this time or not. Nearly blocked again. He's going to have a fair catch, he called. Eddie Doherty, number 40, on the fair catch. 42 points, Menor Cardinals, 6 points for the Shaker Red Raiders. Just inside 6 minutes here, 5:57 remaining in the 3rd quarter. An exciting night if you're a Cardinals fan. Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the 1st quarter, putting 28 points on the board quick in the 1st quarter, scoring another touchdown in the 2nd quarter. And then 1 here in the 2nd half to bring us to 42 points. All the units getting in on the mix here. Obviously the offense putting the points on the board, but also the special teams with the score in the 1st half as well. Connor Krasanzik running up the middle where he had a lot of success in the 1st half and running for about 7 or 8 yards on the quarterback scamper straight up the center that time. Connor Krasanzik, quite a nice mix today of mixing up the pass and the run. Really creating a lot of space for himself with some of these Nice passing plays he's making, opening it up for some good running lanes when he decides to switch it up and run. Calling it a 2nd down and 3 here. There was a flag on the play as well. 5:32 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Waiting for the call by the referee.
Penalty, illegal substitution on the defense.
Going to call it a legal substitution on the defense. Legal substitution for Jarvis Gibson's Shaker Red Raiders.
On the 47.
1st and 10, Menor Cardinals. Kruzanzik looking to the center of the field. He's got a receiver. Made the catch. Looked like a short game, but he made it into something positive here. Eddie Doherty on the catch. Another flag comes on the field. 5:22 remaining, 3rd quarter. 42-6. Cardinals with the advantage. As we wait to see what the flag's all about. Unsportsmanlike conduct called against Shaker Heights Red Raiders. That's going to march the Cardinals over onto the Red Raiders side of the field, further down. I'm sure that's just what the Red Raiders did not need at this point in the game. Showing some frustration due to the 42-6 advantage for the Cardinals at this point. Timeout on the field. Once again, extremely busy weekend here. Menor Cardinals back in town for the home football game this evening, bringing their 4-1 record up against the 4-1 Shaker Red Raiders. Also homecoming weekend. Also the inaugural Ring of Honor presented this weekend at Cardinal Stadium. And then we also had last night the Menor Sports Hall of Fame inducting its 11th class into the hall, including our own honorary inductee, Pam Chrysler, class of '74. 1st and 10. Cardinals preparing with 5 minutes 4 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter from the 30-yard line on the Shaker side of the field. Give the ball, number 44, Alex Matthews, with a nice run as he gets up to about the 10-yard line. Breaking free, carrying defenders with him on the run. Alex Matthews, the sophomore running back. 4 minutes 53 seconds remain as the Cardinals get inside the red zone here once again. They already have 42 points on the board, looking to add on to that advantage. Back in action here. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. Connor Kruzanzik behind center in the shotgun. Gives it to his running back again, Alex Matthews, breaking free, the 5, in for the touchdown! Cardinals! 48-6. The score is brought up to Alex Matthews. Let's give it to him again. 2 plays in a row. 2 strong runs as he brings it to the house. Alex Matthews on the touchdown score. Mike Music again coming out to attempt the extra point. Going to be the 7th time this evening Mike Music coming out for that extra point. It's been perfect every time to this point. Let's keep the streak going, Mike. Let's get another extra point here. He sets, it's up, and it's good. Bringing the score to 49 points for your Menor Cardinals. 6 points for the visiting Shaker Red Raiders. Alex Matthews, 2 nice runs back to back. The sophomore running back, 5'7", 175, number 44, showing what he's got. Connor Kruzanzik with the shuffle pass, 2 consecutive plays for the resulting in the touchdown score. The definitive advantage, 49-6, commanding lead for the Cards over the Raiders here, Jerome T. Osborne Stadium.
At the 50-yard line for your announcement at the end of the 3rd quarter. Thank you.
So again, a lot of visitors in-house this evening. JTO on hand to see the Cardinals having a strong night here. Menor Cardinals created the Cardinals Ring of Honor. 2 coaches, 8 players, 6 teams being honored over the course of this Friday and next Friday. Signage is posted underneath the press box here in Jerome T. Osborne Stadium as the kick Kick is taken here. Some positive yards for the Red Raiders as they bring it out to the 33-yard line on their side of the field. Number 4, Nolan Jackson Daniel, the senior wide receiver on the run back. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter as the Red Raiders take the field. 1st and 10. Senior quarterback Brian Jones at the helm.
1st and 10. Shaker Hts on the 32.
Came into this game expecting a pretty good matchup, and the Cardinals have been all over the Red Raiders to this point. Taking that early advantage, we haven't seen that happen in every game this year. Seen it happen against Euclid and against Twinsburg. But beginning of the season against Erie McDowell in that first game, Cardinals had to come back, and last week they had to come back as well against the Brush Arcs before they had the decisive victory where they ended up posting 62 points by the time all was said and done. Cardinals may have a shot at matching and exceeding that point total this evening at the rate they're going. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. 1st and 10. Red Raiders hand off the ball for a very short gain. Once again, the senior running back Ramses Owens.
Also on the stop for the Cardinals, number 32, J.D. Matsko.
J.D. Matsko, number 32. The junior linebacker on the stop for the Cards. 2nd down and long for the Red Raiders. Brian Jones getting his guys lined up here as he sets up in a familiar shotgun position. 1 receiver on the near side. He's got 3 on the top side. 1 running back to his right. And he hands it off to number 32, Ramses Owens. Once again, Cardinals picked up on that pretty early and brought him down for the very short gain, bringing up a 3rd down and long for the Red Raiders. 3 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. 49-6. Cards on the top. Nico Lautinen, the junior defensive lineman, on the stop for the Cards on that play. Seems like the Red Raiders having some confusion on offense throughout this evening here, deciding what they want to do. This time 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Brian Jones gets a snap. The southpaw looking on the top side. Overshoots his man, number 4, Nolan Jackson Daniel. Going to bring up a 4th and long for the Red Raiders as they bring on the punting unit once again. Number 33, Jonathan Holloway, the senior kicker, coming out to kick it to number 40. Eddie Doherty preparing to return the kick. The dangerous return man for the Cardinals, lining up on his own 40-yard line. It's really been good field position all night long for the Cards. 49-6. 3 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. In his neon shoes, the punter, Jonathan Holloway, with the kick. Fair catch. Number 40, Eddie Doherty, calls. Once again, good field position. We can't complain. 40-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. As the teams switching sides, here's the Raiders defense coming out. Cardinals offense preparing. 3 minutes in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Cards bringing it out. Homecoming weekend here at JTO. First and 10. Connor Krasanzik in the shotgun position. He's got a running back on either side. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Almost a high snap. Almost lost it. Giving it to the running back, number 20 there, Jarrell Jackson, on a nice run. 2:54 remaining in the third quarter. Again, that was number 20, Jarrell Jackson, on the run. Showing some energy coming in for the 1st down. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Connor Krasanzik hands off to his running back for some short yardage. Looks like it may have been Jackson again on the carry. Yep, number 20, Jarrell Jackson on the carry. It's going to bring up a 2nd down at 7 for the Mentor Cardinals. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Your Cardinals up 49. The Red Raiders out of Shaker 6. Looking to the sideline. See what the call of the play is going to be here. Matt Eisworth in the game. Sophomore quarterback, number 3, now in the shotgun position for the Cards. And he hands the ball off for a nice run, number 18. Jake Bardinelli, the senior wide receiver running back for the Cards. 6'1", 200 pounds, number 18 with a nice run. Minute 49 remaining in the third. Shaker side of the ball, number 3, Richard Perry on the stop. The senior linebacker for the Raiders. Jake Bardinelli, number 18 on the run. Cardinals again, 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. Matt Eisworth again at the QB position, hands off the ball to number 18 again, Jake Bardinelli, for some positive yardage as he moves the ball forward. Minute 18 and counting remaining in the third quarter here. Going to bring up a second down and short, called a 2nd and 4. As Matt Eisworth looks to the sideline for the call, lining up in a shotgun position. 1 receiver on the near side, 3 on the top side. Handoff goes to number 20, Jarrell Jackson, for a short gain for the Cards. Inside a minute remaining in the third quarter. 49 points for the Cards, 6 points for the Raiders. Matt Eisworth's going to remain here in a quarterback for the Cards, the sophomore QB. Splitting quarterback duties early on in the season with Connor Krasanzik, who was struggling with some arm issues, but over the past 3 weeks, Connor Krasanzik really had the lion's share, if not all, of the quarterbacking duties for the Cardinals. Matt Eisworth getting some action here late in the third quarter as he hands the ball off once again to number 20, Jarrell Jackson. Stopped. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even pushed back. Inside 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's going to bring up a 4th down for the Cards. It's going to call it a 4th and 6 as the clock ticks down to the end of the third quarter. Once again, the score, the Menor Cardinals, 49 points. The Shaker Red Raiders, only 6 points. 12 minutes remaining in the game. The fourth quarter coming up here. Once again, this homecoming weekend. Also a weekend last night, the Menor Sports Hall of Fame, the 11th class being inducted. But we also have the inaugural Ring of Honor for the Menor Cardinals here. Right now they're honoring one of the great teams of the past Menor Cardinal history here. The 1955 team is on the field right now. They were 10-0 in 1955. Honoring the past here. The Cardinals Ring of Honor. One of the first teams being inducted in here. Once a Card, always a Card. Again, some of the other teams being inducted. As we look up, number 14 on the touchdown there is Zach Sparashia, the junior wide receiver with the TD. It's the Cardinals on the quick score, bringing them to 55-6. 11:50 remaining in the fourth quarter at this point on the quick score. Like music coming out once again for the extra point attempt. And once again, the extra point is good, so that's bringing the score up to 56-6. The Cardinals moving on up, 56 points. 11:51 remaining in the game. Fourth quarter here just started, but we already got a score by number 14, Zach Sparashia, the junior wide receiver, on the catch for the touchdown. At the end of the third quarter, total yards for the Cardinals, 396. Shaker Red Raiders only 111. Cardinals again, pretty good balance. Passing yards 186. Rushing yards gained 218. Just a little bit over 100 yards for Shaker on the game through 3 quarters. 56 rushing yards. And passing yards 55, so pretty even between the two. Mike Music again preparing to kick off from the Cardinals' 40-yard line. The Cardinals have to feel good about this advantage. Really looked to be a fairly even matchup going into the game, but the Cardinals proved that was not the case, as they've decisively taken the advantage here in this game. They've turned it into quite a bit of a blowout here as we're early on in the fourth quarter of play, as we do need to re-kick. Mike Music going to kick it again for the Cards. Shaker with 4 penalties through 3 quarters for 40 yards. Cardinals only 1 penalty through the first 3 quarters for 10 yards. So that's good to see. 22 first downs for the Cardinals through 3 quarters versus Shaker Hts only mustering up 7 first downs. Shaker Hts coming out to the field after the touchback, bringing her offense out to the 20-yard line as the Cardinals defense coming out on the field. Really a strong all-around game by the Cardinals defense, offense, and special teams. Coach Trevisano's really got to feel good about the production and performance of his squad this evening. Really starting to get in the groove on these last 4 games here. Decisively winning all 4 of those games. 11:51 remaining in the fourth quarter. Shaker Hts, 1st and 10. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. Familiar shotgun position. Number 8, the lefty quarterback in there still looking downfield. He's got a receiver wide open at the 40-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. The 30, the 20, the 10. He's gone and off for the touchdown. Number 4, Nolan Jackson Daniel, the senior wide receiver, on the 80-yard touchdown for the Red Raiders. Brian Jones to number 4, Nolan Jackson Daniel, bringing it up to 12 points at this juncture. 56-12. Cardinals over the Red Raiders as they're coming out, I presume, to go for the 2-point conversion. 11:40 remaining in the game. Number 8, Brian Jones at the quarterback in the shotgun position. 1 receiver on the top side. A couple receivers in tight on the near side. As number 8 looks to roll to the near side. He's got a receiver for the 2-point conversion. 2-point conversion. Number 21, Trey Johnson for the 2-point conversion. As the Red Raider marching band goes into song, celebrate the touchdown score. So it's now 56 points for your Menor Cardinals, 14 points for the Shaker Red Raiders. Yeah, the Cardinals on that last possession on offense already started to intermix some fresh blood, some different players in there to get some reps on offense, since they've already put up quite a bit of points. I presume we're probably going to see Matt Eisworth remain in at quarterback, number 3, the sophomore QB for the Cards. Through 3 quarters, the average gain per play for Shaker, 2.5 yards. Cardinals averaging 7.2 yards per play. So really just a decisive game to this point in all facets. Up until that long connection there by the Red Raiders. Brian Jones to his receiver, Nolan Jackson Daniel. Senior kicker Jonathan Holloway back on the field, going to kick off from the 40-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field. Got 2 Cardinal receivers lining up around just inside their 20-yard line on the Cardinal side of the field. Jonathan Holloway in his fluorescent green shoes prepares for the kick. It's up, and it's returnable for the Cards to the 30-yard line, to the 35, brought down just shy of the 40-yard line. Number 40, Eddie Doherty. The nice run back on the kickoff from the Red Raiders. 11:33 remaining in the game. There he is, number 3, a QB, Matt Eisworth, coming out on this offensive possession again here. Getting him some reps. Connor Krasanzik this year has made the switch from wide receiver last year to QB, but he is a senior, so we're looking at the future right here, number 3, Matt Eisworth, so it's good to get him some reps here. Against a tough defensive unit, too. Once again, 6 players on the Shaker defensive roster have committed to Division I colleges next year. Matt Eisworth on the handoff. And a short gain. Once again, number 18, Jake Bardinelli on the run, the senior running back for the Cards. 11:16 remaining in the game. It's going to be a 2nd down and 3. Actually, a 7-yard run for Jake Bardinelli. Nice run straight ahead for Jake. As a whole offense looking to the sideline for the play call on this one here. Matt Eisworth lining up in the shotgun. Got a running back to each side. 2 receivers to the top, 1 on the near side. Hands off to number 20, Jarrell Jackson, who's stopped, immediately read by that Red Raiders defense as they push him back behind the line of scrimmage. Steve Trevisano trying to get some reps in for some players who haven't gotten a whole lot of time this year to date, but definitely some guys that show some promise here. Once again, you got almost a whole offensive unit looking to the sideline for the play here at this point. Matt Eisworth, number 3, getting some real good experience this season here at QB. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. As he hands off for a nice run, getting close to midfield. Number 20, Jarrell Jackson again. I believe he's got the 1st down on that. 10 minutes remaining in the game. And they're going to call it a 4th and 1, just shy of the 1st down. And Mike Music prepares to come out for the punt. If this was another scenario, 9 times out of 10, Coach Trevisano would have went for it with that short, but with the score up 56-14, he's going to punt the ball away with 9:40 remaining. Mike Music out here to punt, lining up at his own 35-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field. Nolan Jackson Daniel getting set to receive the punt on the Red Raiders side. Around the 10-yard line. Catches the ball. He's going to run it back here to the 15. Moving straight ahead to the 20, to the 25 before being run out of bounds. Number 4, Nolan Jackson Daniel. As the Cardinals defense coming out on the field. 56-14. Your Cardinals up. Homecoming weekend here. October the 4th, 2013. Cardinals getting set to improve their record this season to 5-1, really putting themselves in a strong position to once again hit that Division I football playoffs here for the region. And they really got a shot to make some noise again as they're peaking at the right time. Cardinals taking a timeout here. 9:16 remaining in the game. Cardinals 56. Shaker Hts Red Raiders 14. Red Raiders set the drop to 4 games to 2 on the season. 4 victories, 2 losses, and this is their 2nd loss in a row. Set to come here, it appears. They were 4-0 going into their game against the Stowe Monroe Falls Bulldogs last week, before losing that game 14-6. Their previous 3 games before that, they had strong performances where they actually shut out the other opponent that they were playing. But they just ran into a Mentor Cardinal buzzsaw here that was determined to jump to a quick start and get the game out of reach early on, as they did. The Red Raiders on a short gain on 1st down. Number 27, Jeff Massey on a carry for the Red Raiders. Kenny Cook, sophomore DB for the Cardinals on the stop. Number 29 for the Cards. The Red Raiders are making a bit of a change here. They've adjusted their quarterbacking duties. Aiden Leibovich, junior QB, coming in here in a shotgun formation for the Red Raiders. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Looks to the top, and he's got his receiver. He runs out of bounds for a first down. 8 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game. Number 6, Marcus Carthon on the reception for the Shaker Red Raiders. The sophomore wide receiver. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. And Aiden Leibovich, the junior quarterback for the Red Raiders, in a shotgun set. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. 1st and 10. And the Cardinals jump off sides on defense, it appears. Let's see what the referees call. And it's going against the defense. Encroachment on the defense, pushing them back 5 yards. Bring up a 1st and 5 for the Red Raiders here. Getting close to the 40-yard line on their side of the ball. Aiden Leibovich, the quarterback, 5'11", 170 junior, number 16 for the Red Raiders, as he pitches the ball to his running back. Stopped by the Cardinals as they're short of the first down. It's Rashard Fisher on the carry for the Red Raiders before being stopped by number 43, Nicholas Cole, the junior linebacker for the Cards. 39-yard line as they were pushed back a yard on that play. 2nd down and 6 for the Shaker Heights Red Raiders here. Aiden Leibovich in the shotgun formation, getting his Raiders set up here for this 2nd down. He's got a receiver, number 6, who caught the ball, taken down. Marcus Carthon, right around that 1st down marker. 7:40 remaining in the game. Still a lot of life in this Shaker band as they get louder and louder over there on the opposite side of the field here. Really an impressive band by the Red Raiders. 350 students in their band. 7:28 and ticking here in the 4th quarter. That is a 1st down for the Red Raiders. Really, most of the game has been a stingy defense for the Cardinals, and on this play here, too, they stuff them right at the line of scrimmage. They stop the running back for the Red Raiders. Number 97, Jacob Williams, the sophomore defensive end for the Cardinals, brought down the running back for the Red Raiders. 2nd down and long, 2nd and 9 we'll call it. 6:53 remaining in the game. Now we got the Red Raiders looking to the sideline for guidance on what the next play is going to be. Their quarterback, Aiden Leibovich, number 16, in that shotgun formation. A little bit distracted, actually, by the band with as loud as they were playing here. As he hands it off to his running back, sniffed out early on by the Cardinals, brought down for the short gain. Number 46, Brady Crandall, the linebacker, 11th grade linebacker, junior linebacker for the Cardinals, brought him down. 6 minutes, 12 seconds to finish the game. 56 points for the Menor Cardinals, 14 for the Shaker Red Raiders. Pretty lopsided game to this point here as the Cardinals look to go to 5-1 on this 2013 high school football campaign. Aiden Leibovich really putting his receiver, number 6, Marcus Carthon, in a bad spot as he was well defended. Made number 6 have to jump up a little bit, really putting him in an exposed position there. 4th and 8 for the Red Raiders. As Jonathan Holloway once out again to do the punting duties in his fluorescent green shoes. Cardinals setting up around their own 30-yard line. Number 40, Eddie Doherty, preparing to receive the punt. You know he's got to be itching to run one back. He came so close in the first half. Nearly broke one free, running all the way to the 15-yard line on the Raiders side of the field. The punt is up, and it's over the head of Eddie Doherty. He's going to let it bounce. And it's taking a Red Raiders bounce and nearly downed him and pinned him back on the Cardinals side of the field, but ends up going into the end zone for a touchback. Cardinals got a break right there. It looked like they were going to start inside the 5-yard line. Red Raider close to downing it in there, but couldn't make it happen as we get the touchback here. First and 10 for the Menor Cardinals. 5 minutes, 43 seconds remaining here. Homecoming weekend. Cardinals got to be feeling good so far about this game. Matt Eisworth coming out again, number 3 at QB for the Cards. Really giving a chance to get a lot of reps in here for the second unit of the Cards. Got 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Matt Eisworth going to hand the ball off. Number 20, Jarrell Jackson, runs about 5 yards on the first down play. 5 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game. 56-14, the Cardinals with the advantage at this point. Got the whole team looking to the sideline for the next play. Number 3, Matt Eisworth at the QB position in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side. Running back to his left as he hands the ball off. Number 18, Jake Bardnelli. A couple yards straight ahead for Jake. 5 minutes remaining. Fourth quarter. Jalen Jones, the sophomore linebacker, on the stop for the Red Raiders. First and 10. The Cards got the first down off of that run. 4:49 remaining in the game. Matt Eisworth in the shotgun set. 1 receiver on the near side, 2 on the top side. We're going to keep running the ball here. Number 20, Jarrell Jackson, stopped at the line of scrimmage for no gain. It's going to bring up a second down and 10 for the Cards. Alan Sims, number 91, the junior linebacker for the Raiders, brought him down. Matt Eisworth, 6 foot, 200-pound sophomore. Probably looking at the QB of the future here for the Cardinals here for next year. Shotgun set, 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side, 1 running back to the left of Matt. The snap, fakes the handoff, is quarterback keeper straight up the middle for the first down. Up to about the 43-yard line on the Cardinals side of the field as he ran it right up the gut for a nice run. Matt Eisworth showing his speed on a nice play fake as he ran straight ahead up the middle. 3:55 remaining in the game. Cardinals 56. The Shaker Red Raiders 14 points here. Both teams 4-1 coming into the game, but Cardinals going to move to 5-1 on the season. Red Raiders going to go to 4-2. Number 20, Jarrell Jackson, on that run for the Cards for a couple yards. Second down and long coming up here. 3 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the game. Clock ticking down, 3:15. Waiting for the play call. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. 2 running backs over there by the quarterback, Matt Eisworth. He's going to keep it himself straight up the middle for a nice gain, getting the first down up to midfield. Matt Eisworth on the quarterback keeper. Number 64, Josh Alexander, the sophomore defensive lineman for the Red Raiders, bringing him down. And they're going to mark him just shy of that first down. It looked like he had gotten it first to me. Going to call it 3rd and short for the Cards here as we approach 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game. Matt Eisworth in at QB. 2 receivers on the near side, 2 on the top side, 1 running back to the side of Matt Eisworth as he hands it off. Right up the middle, they got the first down that time. Number 18, Jake Bardnelli on the first down for the Cardinals. Good to see some of these guys getting some action here today. Jake Bardnelli, the senior wide receiver running back, 6'1", 200 pounds, on a nice run for the Cards. Coming up on the 2-minute mark remaining in the game. 56 points, Menor Cardinals, 14 Red Raiders of Shaker. As they line up on a 43-yard line on the Red Raiders side of the field. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Matt Eisworth, the QB, lines up in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off again to Jarrell Jackson, number 20, who's running inside the 30-yard line for a nice run. 1st and 10, keeping the chains moving here for the Cardinals. Minute 48 remaining in the game. As the clock keeps running on down, we're getting close to seal the deal for the Cardinals' victory here. 56-14, Cards over the Raiders. Menor over Shaker Heights. Minute and a half remaining. Matt Eisworth. He's going to hand off again, number 20, Jarrell Jackson. And he's stuffed right at the yard, right at the line of scrimmage this time. Red Raiders sniffed that one out that time. Minute 12 remaining in the game. Cardinals getting set to go to victory formation at this point. As the players on offense all looking towards the sideline for the direction of Coach Trevisano, what they're going to do at this point. 50 seconds remaining in the game. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the top side. Shotgun formation. Giving the ball to number 27, D'Angelo Levert. D'Angelo Levert, the sophomore running back for the Cardinals. 30 seconds remaining in the game. Cardinals may try to get another play in here. Switching to quarterbacking duty, Steve Medzik, the sophomore QB in the game. And on the last play of the game, ends up getting pushed back there on the quarterback keeper. 5 seconds remaining in the game as the Cardinals coming out to celebrate victory. 56 points this evening for the Cardinals. 14 points for the Shaker Heights Red Raiders as they came here to Jerome T. Osborne Stadium in Menor, Ohio, and got turned back decisively by the Menor Cards as they improved to 5 wins on the season, 1 loss, as they're heading in the right direction for a playoff march once again in 2013.